You know, I pray the day when my people will start having more respect for themselves, start having more integrity for not only themselves but their community. And you know, I ran across an article of Kanye West that just was another identification that we have people out here in the music industry and people within the entertainment industry that have that spotlight, have that microphone in front of their face, but they don't use that power to do something constructive. What they do is they come out here and they either throw their own people under the bus, or they coon, or they do any and everything and let anybody say anything and do anything to not only themselves but their people for the dollar bill. And I'm gonna read you guys this article that I ran across, and I thought it was not only disrespectful, I thought it was poor taste, and I thought it was just some straight out cooning. And I try to be careful when I use that word because a lot of times everyone who is black who comes out and gives an opinion is not necessarily cooning. So I've been very careful on who I give that title to. But this is just some straight out coon shit. But I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys this article. You have to excuse me on some of the last names. There's a lot of Jewish and Italian type of last names. Go figure. It says Kanye gives French designer of APC the okay to name his latest collection Last Niggas in Paris. Let me scroll down here. It says, if you are white and need authorization to say the N word, holla at Kanye West, because apparently the rapper is giving out passes. Yeezy's crusade against racism in the fashion industry took a hit recently when he friend a APC founder Jean Toluchu drew inspiration from his controversial Niggas in Paris hit with Jay-Z to name part of his latest collection. The 63-year-old designer who first partnered with Kanye for a capsule collection earlier last year reportedly dropped the N-word numerous times during the presentation of his Last Niggas in Paris fall-winter collection on Saturday. Toluchu cited both the song and the movie Last Tango in Paris as influences for the collection's name that he says is a perfect mashup of the hood in quotes and the 1972 Bernardo Bertolucci film. After rolling out a symbol of men dressed in camel overcoats, gray sweats, and Timberland boots, Toluchu explained, I call this one look Last Niggas in Paris. Why? Because it's the sweet spot when the hood meets Bertolucci's movie Last Tango in Paris. So that's Niggas in Paris and Last Niggas in Paris. Nervous laughter from audience. Oh, I'm glad some people laugh with me. Yes. I mean, it's nice to play with the strong signifiers. Signifiers. The the Timberlands here is a very strong ghetto signifier. In the ghetto, there they go with that ghetto word again. It is all the Timberlands, all the big chain. This motherfucker don't even know how to talk. It's big chains. Not at the same time, never. It's bad taste. So we designed Timberlands with Timberland. And it goes on, and I will leave the link in the description box if you guys want to check it out. Some of the last names are a little heavy, but you guys get the grasp of what the article was actually about. And this is cooning, it really is. This is tap dancing. Now Kanye West was the same guy that was on Sway in the Morning. He got disrespectful on his show, start hooping and hollering. He went on the Breakfast Club. He started having a tantrum on there, talking about how these people within the fashion industry won't let him in the game and won't let him do this and let him do that. And the key word is let. Instead of this brother saying, you know what, I'm going to take my money, I'm going to branch off and do my own thing. You guys don't want to, do distribution deals or collaborate together and do some business as far as fashion. I'm going to branch off and do my own thing. Instead of him doing that, what he did is he went to radio stations. He basically had a temper tantrum because these white folks wouldn't let him in their industry. And this is the same guy right here, but yet you turn around and you basically say, fuck the black community, fuck everybody that was supporting me from the beginning. Because remember, there was a time nobody was rocking with Kanye West. Everybody in the industry said, this guy can't rap, his flow is off, he's a great producer, you need to stick to that. We don't want to hear you rap. But it was black people who stood behind Kanye and really understood and were the first people to believe in him and say, yo, this guy has some talent. We were the ones that were behind him when he made Through the Wire and When It All Falls Down. We were behind. But then as he's gotten this pop fame and he's been accepted or somewhat accepted, what he believes to be acceptance from white folks and certain people within the industry, he feel like, no, you niggas don't matter. I'm going to come out with Jay-Z, make a song called Niggas in Paris. I don't give a damn how it disrespects my history or how black people feel about me doing something like that or even using that word. I'm going to just come out and do what I want to do. And I'm going to kiss the ass of these same people who castrated me out of the industry from the beginning. But see, this is the mindset of a lot of our people. They don't understand that some of the things that they say and do out here affects us all. When you get in front of the TV or microphone and you start saying certain things and playing into white supremacist type of mindsets, you set us back. And these type of guys, what they do is they come out here and they do this type of stuff. You got white folks looking around that don't have no interaction with black people. They say, well, Kanye West says it's cool to say niggas, so I'm going to go out here and say niggas. It's not a bad thing. It's cool. But it's not until they get around, a brother like me, somebody that's not afraid to get in your ass and check you, or you get around somebody that, wants to be physical all the time, maybe not even nobody like me, that can actually check you on an intellectual level. You got some black folks out here that if you say nigga around them, they'll knock the shit out of you and lay you on your ass. So it's not until they get those type of experience where they understand that, what these rappers say and do is not necessary. They're not the face and voice for the black community. Okay, I wish, and which is what I try to do every day when I go to work, is get those artists out there that actually have a voice, actually have something to say, whether you always agree with them or not, but actually speak from an intellectual point of view and actually or putting different messages out there besides kissing ass, cooning, and basically talking about the same thing over and over and over again, just regurgitating tracks. But this is some cooning right here. This is straight up cooning. And I know a lot of people, they give him the benefit of doubt because of Kim Kardashian and all that. But I mean, Kanye is just, for the last couple of years, he's really just, kicked black folks in the ass. Just like I said, I remember when he went on the Breakfast Club and he was getting all the rate on there, and he went on Sway's morning show. I know a lot of people tried to, argue that down, say, oh, well, he was just speaking his mind, he was being a man. No, he wasn't being no goddamn man, he was being a baby. He was being a temper tantrum bitch. He was being a 6-year-old. That's what he was doing. And he was on there basically begging and crying because these certain group of people who don't like your black ass wouldn't allow him into their industry. But I just think that a lot of our entertainers, man, we got to start waking up out here. And some of these people, we just gonna have to all in all just stop supporting these people like Charles Barkley, certain heads at CNN, Stephen A. Smith, Michael Jordan. These cats, we can't support them because when we go and we support these people, we put our dollar bill and support behind them. But yet they come out here and disrespect us. You basically saying, yeah, it's okay to disrespect me. It's okay to, say things out of tact. Come out here and group the black community as niggas. Or say things like, oh, well, there's niggas and then there's black people. No, there's no niggas and black people. There's black people. There's some people within our community that are confused and cause destruction, but there is no separation between niggas and black folk. When people outside of our community look at us, we are all the same. I don't give a damn whether you live in some suburban neighborhood or you live in a quote-unquote projects. You are a Negro to a lot of these people out here. It don't matter where you at or what type of economical income you think you bringing in. But, you know, we got to start having some more respect for each other, man, you know, and just for our community. Now, I guarantee you if Kanye West came out and said, you know what, I'm going to make a song, or I want you to name your new clothing line, or I want you to market your new product as crackers in Paris, or Spicks in Paris, or, you know, a kite in Paris, or the Germans, the Germans hate in Paris. You know, just some derogatory, disrespectful type of way. I guarantee they'll nail his ass to the cross. I know how the entertainment industry works and the music industry works. It's predominantly ran by the Jewish community, and they're not going to let you do and say certain things. Especially they feel like it affects their money, but you know it's okay to disrespect black folks. You know that's cool. You know it don't matter. You know they'll probably hoop and holler for a minute, and then they'll be over and they'll be out buying and selling, selling albums, and buying our merchandise and etc. etc. It's cool. So this is stuff we gotta wake up on and think about and stop supporting cats like this. Now, like I said before, I think Kanye West is a great artist. He's one of the greatest artists that have come within this time. But him as a personal person and as a man, I can't rock with him. I listen to some of his music, and that's why I cut the deck. And I don't even know if I'm going to do that anymore after reading this. But I'm out. You guys give me your feedback. Check out the article if you want. Peace. Let's start respecting each other.